Jennifer Carnahan is running for Congress months after Minnesota Republicans forced her to resign as party chair.
Carnahan is now the biggest name in the race to fill her late husband Jim Hagedorn's seat. Political reporter Theo Keith is at the Capitol, and Theo, name recognition cuts both ways.
It does. In her announcement today, Carnahan highlighted her late husband's legacy and her support for former President Donald Trump. But it is another tie with top donor and close friend and now accused child sex trafficker Tony Lazzaro that looms in this race. Jennifer Carnahan is the 16th candidate in the special election for southern Minnesota's 1st congressional district, a seat last held by her late husband, Jim Hagedorn.
And before he passed, it was one of his wishes that I fulfill his legacy and complete his term, and I want to complete that promise that I made to my husband to keep this district in conservative hands.
7 months ago, Carnahan's tenure as Minnesota GOP chair unraveled after the arrest of top donor and Carnahan wedding guest Tony Lazzaro on child sex trafficking charges. Then, former GOP staffers alleged that the state party under Carnahan had become a toxic workplace with verbal abuse and harassment. Carnahan cast the deciding vote, giving herself a $38,000 severance and resigned under pressure. Monday, she referred to Lazzaro as a donor that did some bad things that she denounced.
And the question that no one ever asked over time is, why was I being singled out for that? You know, there are other Republicans, candidates, elected leaders, Republican organizations, and even national leaders from right here in Minnesota that took money from this donor, and there was completely a double standard.
Criticism of Carnahan came from both sides. Democrats said she had no business holding elected office, while Republican critics served reminders of how she left the Minnesota GOP.
Jennifer Carnahan is both a big name and a big liability for the Republican Party.
U of M professor Larry Jacobs says the question is, how much will the GOP come out against her?
Will there be a significant mobilization because they don't want Jennifer Carnahan on the ticket to create an easy target for Democrats come November?
The primary is May 24th. There is a former state representative and current state representative among the 9 Republicans running. On the Democratic side, there are 6 candidates, including the former CEO of Hormel and a former lawyer in the George W. Bush White House. The special election is just to fill out the rest of Hagedorn's term. They will do it all over again this fall. Kelsey?
All right. Thanks, Theo.